It's just a proposed framework as opposed to a new empirical data. So the framework synthesizes three bodies of theory to produce an integrated account of how digital transformation reaches or fail to reach student engagement in higher education. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, we hear you
Can
well.
you hear me? Oh,
Yes, yes.
okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for that. Mm, um, okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you for that. The second slide is our is the presentation overview, which is the roadmap of my presentation. So firstly, we'll move from identifying the background of the study and problem through theory and subsequently methodology and the findings, a proposed framework, and lastly, practical implications and conclusion. So in the slides is about the background. So let me begin with the problem this paper is addressing. So digital transformation has accelerated in higher education, particularly since COVID-19, making ICT and e-learning central to teaching and learning. However, there is a still limited understanding of how digital transformation enhances student engagement. This is because existing studies are often fragmented and tends to focus on behavioral engagement while overlooking cognitive and emotional dimensions. So these challenges are even more pronounced in South Africa, other than developing countries context, where digital inequalities persist. Therefore, this study proposes a developed integrated framework for understanding how digital transformation influences student engagement in higher education. So the study is underpinned by three theories, which is a technology acceptance model, constructive learning theory, and student engagement framework. So TAM explains ICT adoption through perceived usefulness and ease of use, while CLT highlights how technology support active learning and knowledge construction through effective instructional design, while the SEF defines the key outcomes of digital transformation, behavioral, cognitive, and emotional engagement. So together, these theories provide a comprehensive explanation of student engagement. While TAM explains technology adoption, CLT explains how learning occurs, and SEF captures the resulting engagement outcome. And the next slide is about our methodology. So as I've indicated earlier, this study is a conceptual research design study based on narrative and critical literature review. A total of 48 peer-reviewed sources published between 2013 and 2026 were analyzed. The review focused on digital transformation, ICT adoption, e-learning, and student engagement in higher education, particularly in South Africa. So sources that were not peer-reviewed, non-English, or unrelated to the study were excluded. So the analysis involved thematic coding, theoretical mapping using TAM, CLT, and CEF, and framework development. So the aim was to synthesize existing knowledge and develop an integrated conceptual framework. That is why we followed these three theories. So the next slide is about the key findings. So during our findings, four themes emerged. The first theme is about digital transformation, which focuses on benefits and challenges. This is because digital transformation can improve learning, increase access, and support innovative teaching. However, challenges such as digital fatigue, resistance to change, and unequal access to technology remain an issue. So the success of digital transformation depends on strong leadership, infrastructure, and institutional support, while theme 2 focuses on ICT, adoption, and student engagement. This is because ICT and e-learning tools are important, but technology alone does not guarantee student engagement because engagement improves when technology is supported by effective teaching practices. Quality, content, and interactive learning experiences, they matter if if engagement improves and technology is supported. And the next slide, it's about our theme number 3, which is student engagement. So student engagement includes behavioral, cognitive, and emotional dimension. Increased participation does not always lead to a deeper learning or stronger engagement of students. And then theme 4, it's about developing country challenges, which focuses on digital divides. This is because poor infrastructure, low digital literacy, and unequal access to technology remain major barriers to student engagement in South Africa and other developing countries. And the next slide focuses on the proposed framework that was developed from the literature that was synthesized from this study. So this framework shows how digital transformation can improve student engagement. The proposed framework has 4 connected parts. The first tier focuses on universities. So universities need strong leadership, a clear digital plan, and the right technology and infrastructure. The second tier focuses on digital tools and online learning platform, where it focuses that the universities must be useful, easy to use, and help students learn effectively. And then tier 3 focuses on factors such as digital skills, good course design, and institutional support. And finally, which is the tier 4, focuses on the influence of student engagement, which includes students participating in learning activities, thinking deeply about what they learn, and feeling connected to their studies and institutions. So, importantly, the framework is recursive, meaning successful engagement can strengthen future institutional commitment to digital transformation. As a result, in summary of the slides, these 4 factors influence how students participate or learn and feel connected to their studies. And our next slide is about discussion. So in this slides, the slide highlight the 4 key points. The first one is technology. The first point, it focuses on the fact that technology alone does not guarantee student engagement. And the second point is that universities should consider learning outcome and student sense of belonging. And then the third point is that challenges such as digital inequality, limited resources, and infrastructure gaps significantly affect student engagement in developing countries. And then the fourth part is that future digital transformation efforts should focus on meaningful learning and student success, not just technology adoption. So overall, from this slide, successful digital transformation requires a balance between technology and pedagogy and institutional support. And our next slide is about contribution and implication. So the study has 3 contributions. The first one focuses on theoretical contribution, which is the study integrate 3 theories, which are TAM, CLT, and CEF into a single framework for understanding digital transformation and student engagement. And then the second one focuses on institution and curriculum design. It shows that technology, teaching, leadership, and student support must work together to improve engagement. And the last one, um, in terms of South African policy, it focuses in South African policy, which highlights the need for South African institutions to address digital inequality and measure engagement beyond technology and participation. So the focus on meaningful student engagement is not just technology adoption. And then the next slide, it's about conclusion. So in conclusion, the study highlighted three key points again. The focus is that technology alone does not improve student engagement, effective teaching. I think this is the repeat. Let me see. Okay. Sorry about that. The first technology alone, the first conclusion is that technology alone does not improve student engagement, effective teaching, and leadership. And the second one is that student engagement includes behavioral and cognitive and emotional dimension. And the third one is institutions need digital transformation strategies that address inequality. And our last slide is thank you. That's the last one. I appreciate the opportunity to share this work with you, and I welcome any comments. Thank you.
Colleagues,